I just went through Discord.
Hey, how's it going? What up, everybody? Let's go. Christy, you there?
I am here in Nino, America. How are you?
What up, sis?
Hey, I'm doing good. How
You
are
doing
you?
better? Are you doing better now?
I am. I am. I feel like weight was lifted off my shoulders. I spoke my piece, and
Amen.
I'm good.
Talk about that, sis, real quick. Before we get into that, you just went ahead and let it rip on Instagram. Go ahead.
I haven't done that for a long time,
Yeah.
and just keep getting keep getting messages, and I've known for a long time since I've been kind of in the role as like your producer and your moderator and things like that, that messages get filtered through me, and that's fine. But whenever people want to get message to you in a negative way or whatever, especially like a man, go, I'm not your messenger, go to you. So I kept getting these messages that Lexit was speaking so poorly about us, and that you know it wasn't one, two, or three people. I'm talking about like four, five, six, seven people that you couldn't talk to me, couldn't go live with Nino, or you were going to get kicked out of Lexit. That Jesse absolutely, forbade anybody to do any of that, and it was just like the tipping point. Then I had a girl that I think is not in Lexit anymore, but tried to rebuke me yesterday, like tried
Oh,
to like correct me in your chat, and I don't know, I didn't take it well, and then started even more drama saying that we have blocked her and all of this. We don't block people, like
well,
what?
well,
But it
I'm,
sounds like that Lexit's the one that keeps people blocked and doesn't give them free speech. That's not us.
Well, to be honest, I ain't blocked nobody in a long time. I don't even. Some people don't even warrant my time to even block them. To be honest, but I'm just gonna say this: I haven't blocked nobody in a while. But besides that, sis, final words on that. But let's move on.
No,
I don't even want to talk about that
yeah,
no more. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I know. I mean, it was just like it had just been boiling up. And yesterday, it was after the last week of just so many messages and stuff like that, that like I just had enough. Like I don't care for them. I'm just done. Like I said my piece, and the line in the sand's been drawn, and it is what it is.
Amen. And we had an awesome live last night. I can't really. I can try to pull it up, but it'd be kind of somewhat difficult. But Roxy, sis, talk about that live. That was very interesting live. Anybody watching now? It went on for 7 hours. My software glitch. We had a bunch of problems, y'all. But talk about that live, sis. I think a lot of people really liked it. Not many people got to watch it, but the people that did watch it really liked it. Talk about that, sis. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Rafi is, she's a sis. We
We give her free
we didn't like
speech.
each other starting off, but we ended up like really finding mutual ground, and she is a expert numerologist, and her and I, she knows that it's hard for me that with my
Well, not
Baptist
just not just you,
stuff,
not
but
just you. A lot of people. A lot of people.
yeah, a lot of people, and she just kind of explained, how it came to be for her, and she's considered an expert numerologist, and was kind of reading people's numbers and stuff yesterday, and hit Nino pretty much dead on. Very,
Man, I
very
ain't gonna lie.
artistic, very creative, very song driven. Music driven, and with me very routine oriented, like, and it's funny because I have OCD and stuff like that, so like my routines and all of that stuff is so important to me. But like she nailed it, and she doesn't know that personal stuff about me at all, but um it was a really good live. But like when I tell you the technical difficulties were crazy, it was crazy. So
And I have it pulled up right here.
Carl.
I have it pulled up right here, sis, where she's talking. This is a live from last night. Rothy reads numbers, y'all, and it was a pretty wild live. When I was going to bed, I showed my wife the actual live. I'm gonna play in the background, but just mute it. But I showed my wife the live, what she was saying, like describing me. My wife was like, "Man, that's you all the way," And I don't really believe this. I don't even do astrology, my signs. I don't believe none of that stuff, y'all. But Roxy used the numbers of my birth date, and basically, to me, it wasn't like she was like telling my future or nothing, but she was just kind of describing the kind of person I am through my birth date. I don't know if that's
Right.
crazy, wicked, or what. I don't even know. To me, I didn't get no weird vibes from it. But again, her explanation of me was down to a T. Even my wife was like, "Man, she read you pretty well." Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, no, and I think that's what it was. Is like she definitely wasn't saying. like saying, you're going to die in a traumatic car event. Everything was very positive. It was very just more of exactly like you said, who you are, and kind of did the same thing with me. And so then, the live was so good, and I hated that those technical difficulties
And
happened.
and you know what? I'm
But
gonna say something right now. We already got 50 on the live. Man, we struggled to even get
75.
like 10 on YouTube last night. And maybe I'm thinking because I named it like an idiot. You gotta watch out, fellow content creators. I named it Decoding the Matrix. And once me and Chris is like, man, that wasn't right. We didn't really get that many views on the YouTube. Like, it was being suppressed. I went and looked up right sis afterwards that title, and there's many videos on YouTube called Decoding the Matrix, and it has some Jewish people talking about it, some other, different kind of characters. And I told Chrissy, I said, that's probably what happened. YouTube probably saw that title and threw it lower in the system, and it was wild. Like I said, we got, however many on the live right now. We were struggling to even get it, any on YouTube, and people on Instagram were loving it. It was a very interactive live, but like I said, I think it was due to my titling. It was kind of I would say a conspiratorial title, and maybe YouTube didn't like that. Go ahead.
So one of the comments that just I want to kind of like address is to Ninja said, "Isn't this witchcraft?"
She
Rothy
explained
knows,
that.
everybody knows.
We asked her about that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That just for me, it was very hard being raised strict Southern Baptist, like to hear the numbers, and that and that you hear about it being with sorcery and witchcraft and things like that. Rothy has strictly said that she does not use it for that purpose. She I think, does she consider herself a Christian? Did she say yesterday, Nino?
No, remember I asked her if she's a Christian. She said she's a follower of Christ. I said, come on, sis, are you a Christian? That's what we call ourselves. And she said she finally admitted yes, but she don't call herself a Christian. But I'm gonna say this because I kind of drilled her on the witchcraft. She said this, y'all, and I should play the intro about what she said, but she explained it, the numbers, something about the DNA. Man, she said it better. But the point is, she said, this is what she said: the elite know the importance of numbers. And I did a poll on the YouTube. Many people think the numbers mean something. Hey, they do mean something. She even said that if you balance your checkbook, you're actually doing numerology. That's what she said. But I digress. She said that the elites know the power of numbers from the dates they do certain things. And that the way she figured all this out was trying to like decode and figure out what it meant to them, and that's how she went down this rabbit trail of figuring out, the meaning and importance of numbers. Now, witchcraft, I don't really think it's witchcraft. Like I said, the way she explained it and the way she kind of put it together, it didn't seem like sorcery to me. But again, certain Christians are going to say what they believe, and that's just what I believe. I didn't think it was nothing too like witchy about it, for lack of better words. But she did explain the importance of numbers and why she started doing this. And she is a Bible believing Christian. She's on our side. If y'all know what that means, you already know the MAGA hat, America First Christians. She's down with us. She doesn't support any foreign nations like, Jexit and all these other people. She's one of us, y'all. But again, she does do this number stuff. And like I said, it's probably a thin line with maybe being kind of, iffy. But from what I seen last night on the live, we just had fun with it. And it wasn't like, I didn't think it was over the top or overboard or witchcraft really whatsoever. But the way she explains it, she actually explains it better. Again, the live is on my YouTube channel. You can check it out for yourself and judge for yourself and see how what you think about it. Go ahead.
No, I just think that everybody has I think that that's just what a way to like open minds and things like that is
hold on. Ninja said the Bible clear. We don't give it power. We don't listen to this. Okay, so Ninja, what do you listen to every day? Do you just strictly listen to what the Bible says, or do you watch or listen to things you probably shouldn't? Think about that, right? Like, I wasn't giving no power. I just heard her out one live, and that was it. But again, you be the judge yourself. But if you want to go down the line like that, like what exactly are you doing? With your time, what are you putting into your brain? But anyways, go ahead, sis. Yeah, and Sad Girl says the elites use numerology, and that is what I kind of liked about it. Is let's be honest, y'all. There's certain numbers that mean certain things, and I don't think it's nothing wrong to see these numbers. I don't want to say look too deep into it, but kind of see, 9/11, 33, all these numbers that to them actually mean something. So go ahead, sis.
No, I just, yeah. I mean, I just don't like, I'm just being 100% honest. I would be terrible at this because I can't even like keep my account in like the positive standing. So anything with numbers is not good for me. Like, you want me to research some stuff, I'm there for you. It's hard for me to understand, and I'm just being 100% honest. Like, it's just hard for me to follow. I'm not saying that what she's saying is or is not true. I just literally can't comprehend. And it maybe it's just me being dumb and not trying to. I don't know. But I really like Rothy, and I think that she has, good intentions and stuff like that. And I thought it was a really good live.
And we gave her, freedom of speech, and she said what she wanted to say, and that was it. We moved on. Nothing big,
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. Shout out Ralph in the comment. I wonder if that's what's the name, Lenny. He said, "What's up, cookie cooker, Trumper loon?"
I haven't. Oh my gosh, I
I don't know
haven't
if that's
seen
him.
Lenny in forever.
What up, Lenny? That's you. Anyways, but the live's up, y'all. If you want to check it out, check it out if you want. If not, it's cool. Just move on to the next video. Chrissy, let's get to the craziness that's happening. You want to go to Daily Mail, or where do you want to go next, sis? This is wild.
Um, so that okay, well, let's talk about the Northern Lights. So I
Okay.
wondered if that's the reason that everything with the technical stuff was going so crazy.
Oh, you're
There
right,
have been
sis.
reports that electrical vehicles were started by themselves, and I wish I would have saved that article. But I was driving back from Tennessee, and something has happened to my Daily Mail, and I don't know what it is. But literally, people reported that their electrical vehicles like were starting by themselves literally during Rothy's live last night. There were
Wow.
three cars in the hotel parking lot that the alarm was going off on them.
Sis, hold on.
Um,
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the implications of this in regards to electric vehicles? Sis, were they electric vehicles to your knowledge, or you don't know? Because I wonder if they would this would have an effect on them. I don't know. Go ahead, sis.
I didn't get out. I didn't get out. I was sitting in the car because I knew that my 2 year old great niece was going to be really loud during the live.
Yeah.
So I was literally just sitting in the car and doing the live with you and Rossi. But you could hear them go off, and people would come out and turn them off, and then they would go off again. So, I don't know. I didn't get out to look to see what kind of cars they were, and didn't even think about like the Northern Lights or anything like that. But
Yeah.
it said that it was like extreme solar flares, that solar activity that
Wow.
yeah, had caused all that. And you know I can tell you that my sister, who lives in, well, me too, very South Florida, about 2 hours from Miami, where you should not be really able to see Northern Lights. They said that it would be practically impossible. You should see some of the pictures that came out of South Florida. Are they as magnificent as the ones like out of Tennessee and Indiana and those places? No, but just to see that all the way in Florida, you were seeing those Northern Lights that are most noticeable in higher elevations, like in the Arctic, Antarctica, stuff like that. People love to go see them. It's amazing. Like the light show is just beautiful.
I ain't gonna lie, I was asleep. I was asleep, y'all. I didn't know nothing about the Northern Lights, and but I saw this post. I think this is on. I got it from somewhere, and I posted it on my Facebook, and people were just posting pictures all throughout the night. Can you imagine though? Think about it. I mean, God is so great, His creation, but to even see this, but then some people were like, right now, Sad Girl said, and it was harp. I don't know, y'all. It was a harp. Was it natural? But the point is, beautiful nonetheless. I don't know if it was man-made or God-made. To be honest, I believe that it was, it's something natural. But some people think that it was unnatural. But the point is, it does look pretty amazing, in my opinion, on a picture. Imagine if it was, in person. So shout out everybody that if you got to watch the Northern Lights from wherever you're at. I'm in West Texas. I didn't see nothing. I was asleep. Had to go haul some oil in the morning. Go ahead, sis.
I mean, and even if it was, if it was man-made, if it was whatever, all of this is pre-planned anyway. Like it's still a beautiful show that God created at the end of the day, regardless. Like He knew everything that was going to happen. Um, but I just loved like the pictures that I saw. I just thought they were absolutely gorgeous. And for everybody to know, they're supposed to happen again tonight.
Oh, okay. And you
Yeah.
can, but what areas are more are they most are you most able to see them at? Do you know?
Let me look and see if it shows me. Hold on.
And sis, and what are northern lights? Did you explain it? What are northern lights? I don't know if you had that
So
pulled
it's
up. Go ahead.
hold on. Let me get that pulled up first. Okay, so let's talk about what they are.
Hey, what up,
So
Beanie? Hey, shout out
it's
Beanie,
an
man.
it's
Beanie's in the chat. Shout out everybody watching, y'all. Thank y'all, everybody.
it's an aurora, also commonly known as the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis, or Southern Lights, Aurora Australis. I think is how you say it.
Hmm.
It's a natural light and display in Earth's sky, predominantly seen in high latitude regions, just like I just said, the Arctic and Antarctic. Um, it's just they have brilliant lights that appear as curtains, ray spirals, or dynamic flickers, covering the entire sky. Um, I remember as a young kid, my grandparents talking about how much they wanted to see it. I mean, it's something that the pictures are amazing if you look at it. And I remember, I mean, I'm not telling my age, I don't have to, but uh, being a young kid with my grandparents and them talking about it that long ago, whenever you didn't even have internet and stuff like that. So it's been around for a long time.
I'm gonna put a
But
poll up. I'm gonna put up a poll on YouTube, y'all. Y'all got to experience the Northern Lights. Sis, let's be honest though. We trip out when we see the the what it's called, the eclipse, right, in the daytime.
yeah, yeah.
My kids were in the backyard all mad that they were up early, and they were like, "This is boring." They went inside. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying that to me that was cool seeing the eclipse. But imagine seeing this at night. You know, I love.
Yeah.
I used to love when I was a kid to go to the planetarium. Did you ever go to that, sis, where you go to a planetarium and it's like they have like the fake stars in the sky? It's like a
Yeah,
big old
I have.
man. I used
Yep.
to love doing that as a kid, and I could only imagine if I got to see something like this, I would be excited to see it. I'm gonna put in the YouTube poll. Did you experience the Northern Lights? Please comment on the poll, and we're gonna move on to the next subject. Unless you
What I was
got anything
going
you
to
want to say,
say real
go ahead.
quick is it's just pretty much a magnetic storm, is what it is. It's like what it says is that it's like charged particles.
Whoa.
Uh, yeah, it's like charged particles, kind of the same thing that happens whenever you have lightning at a storm. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. I love the different color lights, and I think it's beautiful.
Amen. All right, so let's get something that's not that beautiful, sis. Let's talk about this pervert priest. This is crazy, sis. Go ahead. Preface this real
No,
quick.
Nino. So I
Mm.
saw this and it made me sick. So I'm just going to read the title and then we can talk
Wow,
about it. So
it's
this
horrible.
was, I guess, over in the UK. Um, and it was over Easter weekend. And I know that's past, but it hasn't been that long ago. A Catholic priest has been reprimanded and stunned worshipers by telling them Christ had an erection when he died on the cross in a shocking Easter sermon. Um, I
Sis.
just, I don't know what's wrong with people. Oh,
Okay, touch on it, sis. This was crazy when Chrissy told me about this, y'all. I was like, what the hell? I mean, I don't know. I even feel kind of bad even talking about it, but this was freaking crazy. Go ahead, sis.
no, I mean,
We
it's
need to
just
hear
stuff
about this
that's
kind of wickedness in
happening,
the
and
world.
we're all adults and
We need to expose this stuff.
can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It just says his name is Father Thomas McHale, the priest at Our Blessed Lady Immaculate in Black Hill, County Durham, and he took the pulpit as normal on Good Friday. They said, however, the 53-year-old who is from America is understood to have told the congregation of roughly 100 Catholic residents that blood would have rushed to the lower body of Jesus as a result of the violent execution method of crucifixion.
This this
He told people.
this gotta
He
be
told
this
people.
gotta be a devil in the pulpit. Straight up.
He told people Jesus died with an erection. The church was absolutely shocked. There were young families
Is
there.
there a clip on here?
Uh,
Go
let
ahead.
me
I'm
look
sorry.
and see. There's some picture. It shows pictures of
Man,
him,
this
but
pervert.
then of the other priest just recently
Oh,
that
another one.
is
Yo.
now in jail for crimes against children.
Here's another one.
Um,
Here's this other one. Y'all. I've already posted this on my Facebook.
yeah,
We got some good clips on the Facebook. We'll go to the Facebook in a minute. This one right here. Dallas. Okay, I'm going to the wrong one. My bad.
it
Dallas.
just says. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dallas DSC priest Ricardo Reyes Mata arrested for indecency with the rest. We got another SPM over here, y'all.
Mhm.
Very sad. But let's go back to the this other pervert, the Catholic. Go ahead, sis.
It just says that so he is from America. It says it is understood that he has not lost his job despite complaints from um, parishioners about the vulgar Easter weekend sermon. Could you imagine taking your child to, I mean, we know the suffering that Jesus had for us, but can you imagine taking your child to Easter service and this is what you think your sermon needs to be?
Mm. Hey, shout out my boy Craig Texan says check his hard drive for sure. For real.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah, no pun intended. But yeah,
Yeah, it's sad, y'all. Sad times that we're living in, and this is. But I wonder. I mean, did is he really a sicko, or did he mean well with his message? I mean, let's be honest. Give him the, I guess, benefit of the doubt. But what the hell was he talking about?
but why would you? I mean, but why would you? There is. I mean, that is what he is presuming what would happen. There has been no like n- nobody that I've ever talked to has ever mentioned like anything like that. He was that is number one. He had extreme blood loss from the lashings and the whippings that he had anyway. He had been up on the cross like for so long before they ended up taking his life. and
Mm,
and it's just, yeah, like, I mean, he's just presuming this, like there would have been no proof of that. He's saying that that's what would have happened, that there would have been, all this blood rushing
okay.
to his lower
Let's
extremities.
let's.
You don't know that. Like, I unfortunately, at my very young age was a CNA and have seen lots of people pass away, and haven't seen that. Like, I don't know. It's just for an Easter sermon, that's not what I would.
Yeah.
I would have
Let's
been mad to.
let's move on, y'all. I don't want to talk about this pervert no more. This dude right here in what Blessed Lady Immaculate Church in Black Hill, Consett County, Durham. So it's a beautiful church, though. The old churches are
Yeah.
beautiful the way they look. I like the photography, the photo here, and shout out everybody watching on the Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, the Twitter. So let's move on to. I want to go to the Facebook. Back to the Facebook,
Okay.
y'all. Back to this pervert. This guy was in Dallas. So this, this kind of behavior from these guys, it goes across the world. There's perverts in uh, every part of the land. How sad to say. May 6, 2024, Garland police arrested 34-year-old Ricardo Reyes Mata. He's younger than me. A priest with the Catholic Diocese of Dallas and a Dallas resident on 2 counts of indecency with a second-degree felony. The allegations are based on reports of inappropriate contact with 2 juvenile victims, which occurred during the visit to residents in Garland. Garland detectives are currently communicating with the Diocese of Dallas about this case. I got a question. Don't they usually hide this kind of stuff, right? Like the church, I don't know if the Catholic Church, I had read, I remember it was like breaking news, but they would have this kind of stuff and deal with it amongst themselves and not bring it to the light of the public or law enforcement. I don't know. I remember hearing that a while back, sis, but this is just horrible, Um, this is why, y'all, when I go to church, my kids ain't going in no kids program. Amen. My kids are going to sit there with me and hear the sermon, and they're not going to go off nowhere with no stranger. I don't care what church it is. I don't care the background checks. My kids are never alone with strangers. I don't ever give, you know, I don't even give the opportunity for something like that to happen. Same thing with Christy. Like I said with you, sis. When people message me, like even on Facebook, we got a case we're going to start working. Christy's getting the information, but a married woman, a stranger messaged me on Facebook, and I give that case to Christy because I'm not going to sit there and be messaging a married woman. I try to keep sis. I try to keep my hands clean with everything that I do.
Absolutely.
Just to I'm just trying to be secure on the up and up. From the public, to private, everything. So again, there's a case that we're going to work on, and I don't know if you have any details yet, Christy, but it happened in
I
Midland.
don't, not
It,
yet.
it happened in
Mm-mm.
Midland, and all I gotta say is very disturbing, involving kids. And my wife said, "You better have some proof, though." She said that you can't do it like last time. Remember, sis, we did the other video, and
I said the same
we
thing.
got a lot
Yeah,
of
that we
blowback.
just take it at face value. That questions need to be asked and deep, hard, like questions need to be asked.
You got to be careful, y'all, whenever you're an advocate for women and children. And you got to make sure that, let's be honest, the accusations are everything's solid, because some people can try to ruin someone's life with lies. We live in a Me Too movement, or the Believe All Women movement, whatever, and victims should be believed, amen. But at the same time, you got to be very careful, because this day was in age with social media, they can dupe you. And I'm not saying we got tricked on the last one, sis, but we did kind of jump the gun and believe the woman, and the dude never got arrested in El Paso.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, just from like my point of view and my discernment, is something definitely happened with this child. I don't know what it was. I saw the medical report from the hospital. I saw the picture of the diaper. I saw all those things. But for us to automatically, we should have, like we could have just done things different, is all I'm going to say. And that we just need, like, we need more details, we need more information, we need them to speak their story, but we need proof. Yeah.
Amen.
But can we talk about one more thing about like the church stuff?
Go ahead.
So I haven't really told a lot of people. I guess I'm telling people now. I am going to be residing in Tennessee for probably about 6 months to a year. Not getting into why or any of that right now, but so I was there, and I was looking at churches and things like that, and ran across this one that, I wanted to see what they were about and all that. Whenever I read their kind of like their mission statement, philosophy things, I just knew it was not for me. They said, and I'm not even going to say the name of the church. We believe a healthy church is humble, lives out integrity and transparency, and is unashamed of who they are and what they believe.
Okay.
So pretty much the same thing that I told everybody about the Lutheran church that was right next to where I worked, that said, we want everyone to come in, and we're not going to ask you to change because Jesus loves you exactly how you are, and had the big, alphabet crew on there and all of that. This church believes the same thing. And then in the very next one says, our kids team is ready for, and so when you started talking about like literally vetting a church, it's sad that you have to do that now. That you have to vet churches to see what they believe in.
Don't trust nobody with your kids. I mean, you could do what you want.
That's exactly.
I'm going to be honest. The number is 432-217-0709. If anybody wants to chime in with me and Christy, we're kicking back on a Saturday night. But I'm going to say something. I don't trust my kids with nobody, not even family members. You could do what you want, but I don't trust my kids with nobody. But the point is, too, there's a lot of people, let's be honest, y'all, they just let their kids spend the night wherever, go to whoever's cousin, Theo, aunt house, freaking friends, and that's their prerogative. I'll be damned if I let that happen to my kids. My kids don't stay nowhere, and they don't go nowhere. I mean, they're in the house. If my daughter wants to go to the mall with her cousin or boyfriend, she can go. But, as far as staying the night at somebody's house, hell no. And there's a lot of parents that like to leave their kids when it's not their weekend. They love to leave their kids, with anybody, just to go out there and party. I know a couple, it's not their weekend,
have the child or whatever,
however it works, whatever, right? The weekend, and then there they are, throwing their kid because their other kids are with. Anyway, I gotta be careful before I get in trouble with my people. But the point is, I know people, and many of us do. They just leave their kids any and everywhere, and that's just a recipe for disaster. Again, the numbers on the screen. If anybody wants to call in, go ahead, sis.
So what I was just going to say though is no. I mean, I just think not everybody is as cautious as us, but I don't necessarily think that makes them a bad parent. Okay. A lot of people have just been taught to believe that church is a safe space, and also school. And now we see what's happening with indoctrination and all that. Well, now it's even becoming like so apparent through these churches, because this church is clearly saying the same thing, that, we want those people in here and we welcome you exactly how you are. We're not asking you to change and all that. And you want to talk about then you've got a great kids service also? No. What?
Nope. And real quick, shout out Brittany. Miss Wolf there says, I'm not keeping anyone's kids either. That's a great point. Uh, I
Yeah.
totally agree. You know, letting people anyways, I got to be careful. The point is,
Yeah. Yeah.
watch and guard your kids, your family, your home, and even yourself. You know, men, you need to not be in any predicaments where can even look weird. That's how I look at it, sis. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay clean, and that's all there is to it. Because in this day and age, you just never know. And it's a sad shame, but that's how you have to be nowadays. Go ahead.
And the only thing is all it takes is an accusation. And it might not even be a true accusation, but that's all it takes. Or it could be somebody really with bad intent. And you know, the same thing with my son. I mean, he never has spent the night anywhere except with my sister. You know, since I've had him. And even my dad, whenever, you know, my dad wanted to take him fishing and stuff, if that was going to happen, then I stayed there also because they partake in alcohol, you know, and alcohol and all of that to the point that that sometimes there was incoherency and things like that. There was a huge lake behind their home, and I couldn't take any chances. So absolutely,
I like what Beanie says. Your children are supposed to be your road dogs. That's right. Hell yeah, your children should be. And I'm gonna be honest, my children are not my friends. I'm their dad, but you're right. They should be our road dogs. They should be rolling with us, especially if you have sons, men. But like you said, sis, just because I don't know how to say it. Some people parent different than other parents, right? So you do it at your own discretion and your own, you know, whatever, right? Detriment or whatever, betterment. But you do what you must with your children. I mean, they're yours. God gave them to you. I would just hope you make the right decisions with them and you keep them and protect them and guard them. Next story on Facebook, sis. Let's go to, I'm going to just scroll on the Facebook. Let's see here. That guy's walking around. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Kim Kardashian, I kind of got some blowback for this one. She was spotted at a pump, right? Getting gas. So I said, was this kind of creepy? And there's a guy in the background looking at her. And I was surprised, sis. Everybody in the comments were like, no, Nino, this ain't creepy. I mean, they're surprised that she's even pumping her own gas. But they're like, what would you do if you seen Kim Kardashian in person too? Would you be like this? I don't know if I'd be like this, you know. But what do you think about this, sis? You think this pic was kind of creepy? It's kind of funny, though. But there's Kim. We saw her at the Met Gala. Her waist was so thin. Like, I wish I had the picture, but I didn't know the woman could even breathe. Go ahead.
She couldn't. She couldn't. I mean, you could tell that it was hard for her to even speak. So with this picture, it's hard to tell if it's creepy because if you think of how quick you snap a picture, like the different things it could possibly catch with like the way somebody's which way somebody's looking or whatever. She definitely looks better here than she did there. You know, the guy, in my opinion, either is checking her out or is like, oh my goodness, is that Kim Kardashian? But once again, don't agree that is she pumping her own gas? Yeah, she's pumping her own gas. It's because somebody tried to say, no, that's electric vehicle. And I was like, no, I don't think so.
Sis, what would you do if you saw chat? What would y'all do? What would you, and I'll read y'all's comments on the live, y'all. What would you do? I'm going to ask Chrissy, but I'm asking everybody watching. What would you do if you saw Kim Kardashian? Would you walk up to her, ask her for an autograph, a picture, a selfie? What would you do? I'm gonna be honest. If my wife was with me and was cool with it, I'd probably go ask for a picture, get a little selfie or something. I mean, it's Kim Kardashian, I guess, right? But of course, I would check in with my wife. I wouldn't be disrespectful, but maybe to that extent. But you don't want to be too creepy. But then again, they probably get approached all the time. What would you do, sis, if you saw Kim Kardashian?
I would tell her that Ye is right and has always been right.
Sis, are you for real? You would tell her that?
I would, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's because ever since that video that I showed you of the man that the street preacher that was rebuking, he used to be one of my favorite, Kirk Franklin and all of that. And whenever it talks about, you know, I'm not even going to shake your hand. Like,
oh yeah,
you know,
that video went viral.
It did, and Teddy Riley started following me off of that clip and agreed that Kirk Franklin had a chance and a platform to spread the gospel to millions and billions of people, and didn't do it. And I feel the same thing with the Kardashians. I feel like that they sold their soul. Have I watched their show? Absolutely. But if I
Okay.
had something to say to her in person, I think that I would say, Yay is right. He's been right, and yeah, I'm not starstruck by them. I'm not
Yeah.
starstruck by anybody.
Yeah, I'm not really starstruck at all myself, y'all. I'm just saying, I guess if it was a nice day and we were out there at a gas pump, I don't know.
Lib said
JAT
he'd ask her to
Rosa,
hop on Nino's live stream.
right? Get on the live. We're taking some content.
Heck
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying, though. Let's go. JHTS says, to be honest, nothing. I'm bumped into a Kardashian at work and I pushed her out of the way. She was blocking the who restroom and I needed to pee. Oh, dang. Was that for real? Okay, Beanie says, I'd be like, stay safe, LOL. Okay,
Yeah.
Crate Texan says, heck no, I worked in Hollywood. They ain't special. I agree. Liberty Dragon says, hey, I'd ask her to hop on Nino's live stream. Let's go. Sparkle, what's up, Sparkle, sis? She says, I wouldn't let a celebrity cut in line either. Send her to the back of the line. Yeah, for real. Eric Leva says, I'd be looking, but I wouldn't believe or click in my head that that's Kim. Oh, yeah, who would know, right? I don't know well, they are some doppelgangers, y'all. But
Yeah.
there's that, ladies and gentlemen. So again, there's Kim Kardashian putting gas in this picture. It kind of went viral, but it's kind of funny if you zoom in. That guy's looking very closely, and it's just kind of odd. I digress. Let's continue down the line. What else do I got here? Oh, this one right here. This man, I posted this on my Facebook, sis. What happens on social media, ladies and gentlemen, is this. This is my big page, Nino America. Check it out. Let me give my little picture right there. But this is my big page, Nino America. I got 34,000 followers on Facebook. I can't go live there no more because they changed it where you can't. Well, I probably could. I haven't tried it yet, but it make it harder to go live there from my software. But I posted this picture, beautiful
Oh
flag,
my goodness.
and guys, has over almost 900 likes. And I looked at the ratio. Half of those are laughing at this Jesus banner. What happens, y'all? Sometimes on my page is something will go somewhat viral, and then they will go share it in these degenerate heathenistic groups. The LGHD TV, people that love that and all that stuff, they will share it in there, or they'll get it and they'll put a tag in there. Somehow they do it to where a lot of them see it, and it'll go around like a running joke. So this picture caught fire with a group of people like that, and now they're in the comments on this, post talking all that crap about Jesus and about our country. So like I said, it somewhat went viral on my page, but that's what happens sometimes is your post will go further than the people you want it to reach, and it'll actually start getting trolled by a bunch of deviants. Sis, go ahead.
So, can you show comments on that or not? Can you just look at the comment that I made that said "Amen" with the praying hands?
I'll pull it up. I think somebody asked. Cali Confidential says, "What's better to watch, IG or YouTube?" To be honest, YouTube. YouTube helps. Yeah, Liberty's correct. I stand corrected. YouTube helps more. To be honest, Instagram, I'm like shadow banned to oblivion, but I just do it just to do it on Instagram. But really, YouTube is where it matters for us. We try to build up our YouTube channel, and it helps us more if you watch on YouTube. Anyways, I'm gonna go to that comment, sis. Go ahead.
So just like I had, whenever I woke up, I had like the thing that said like 99 plus comments.
What?
And
On
yeah,
what?
just for like me putting the praying hands and stuff like that. And look at all like the blue hair people in there, and all of these Christ rejectors and the things that they say. I don't know if you could filter it out to like my like my comment or not, but
it's crazy because even when
yeah.
one of my brothers texted me on Facebook and said, "Hey brother, is this your page?" I guess he didn't know it was my page, but yeah, that's my big page, and he's in here throwing Bible verses, and I'm pretty sure he probably never seen nothing like this. These people are crazy, y'all. It's not even worth trying to debate them or refute them. My bro,
I
go ahead.
had this happen on my page actually
Right there.
too.
Amen. It says amen. 47 laugh emojis on your post, on your comments, sis, and man, there's all this crap talking about, man.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this, y'all. They're all commenting to Christy talking crap about her, y'all. And there's my brother Jeff Tovar. He commented amen. He put Bible verses, and I seen him going back and forth with these people, and they're laughing at his comment. They're laughing at the Bible, and that's just what they do, y'all. Like I said, this post got into the wrong hands, and they shared it amongst the heathen. And why do the heathen rage? Amen. Go ahead, sis.
Look at that. God, please rapture your children. What did it say?
Let me see. It says, God, please rapture your children. The rest of us are sick of babysitting. 9 likes.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened on my page once too. That was the same thing with a Christianity post. That it's like they look for anything that has to do with Christianity. Like they search and see if a post comes up, and it's this group that just comes in. And I wanted to respond to that lady that said that thing about, and did you know what that means in German? And tell her that, yeah, I have German ancestors. I know exactly what that means, but I decided I wasn't responding to these people anymore.
Yeah, and you know what? You know most of them say, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get a good rebuttal against this statement, but they say that this is why the church and the state are separate. They love to use that part, right? Oh, we need to separate religion in the state and the church and the state. Like I need to have a good rebuttal against them, but that's what they all say, y'all. They go in there. They're so they hate America so much, but when it's time to be patriotic or to quote the Constitution or whatever for their side, for their stance, they're quick to do it, y'all. And that's what they're saying on here: separation of church and state. Whatever. I actually heard that really wasn't what it meant when they wrote certain things in the Constitution. That basically the church and the state was there was a good reason why it was this country was founded on biblical principles and morality. Again, I need to freshen up on that to have a good rebuttal to hit these people with, because that's what they always say: separation of church and state. Whatever, hogwash. Go ahead.
You are not going to make a difference to these people. They are unreachable. Jesus probably saying, Christy, you're wrong. You cannot say that, but like to put your emotional energy into these people that hate him, I can't do it. Like
Well,
it takes too much out of me.
There's 380 comments on this post, y'all, and I haven't responded to nobody on here. I've said it before. I don't let the comments deter me. I'm looking at it right now because we're talking about it, but yeah, these people got a hold of this post and it went somewhat viral, and there they are, putting memes and just, being wicked.
Devil's in the comments.
Devil's in the comments. I've always said that, y'all. So anyways, there's a post, y'all. Check it out on the Facebook. There it is. And it's kind of sad, but that's what they feel about our Lord. That's just how it is. I like that. I like that flag though. Jesus, make America believe again. That's a nice picture right there.
Did you see the post way up where the guy went in and altered it and said, Jesus, make believe again?
Yeah.
It's just it's disgusting, those comments. But I decided I wasn't responding. I wasn't getting into.
It's crazy,
I just wasn't getting into it. But it was amazing to me how many of those kind of groups are out there and do that stuff.
It's crazy because if you think about it, God forbid they ever need God or they cry out to him at the worst time, right? Or that's a grace and mercy God gives us. But I'm just saying, like, they want to spit on his name and talk bad about Christians. But, one day they're going to meet their maker, and one day they're going to be laying in that hospital bed if they have time to reflect on life, before, giving up the ghost. And they're probably going to cry out to God. As tough as you want to be, big, bad atheist, whatever you want to claim you are, I don't think, for the most part, most of them probably regret and repent of their ways sooner or later. And many perish. Many people go to the grave hating God, and for multiple reasons. But I digress. Anyways, go ahead, sis. Let's continue down the scroll with Nino. Let's go.
Somebody said, "What's up, Coconut?"
Hey, let's go. It's King Coconut.
King Napa.
King Napa in the building. Okay, so this is crazy. McDonald's is set to launch $5 meal deal to lure back diners after pricing out low-income customers with high prices. And I made a post and I said, would you eat here if, they lower the prices? And people were saying, no, they hate McDonald's. I ain't gonna lie. My kids love McDonald's. I'm going to be honest right here. My kids love McDonald's. Go ahead.
They are lying kids. Kids don't go to McDonald's by themselves. Their parents take them to McDonald's. So the people that said that they hate McDonald's, they are absolutely lying, because that's not true.
I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people do hate McDonald's. So I think there is a lot of people that do hate it.
I mean, it's definitely not healthy, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that people that say that they hate McDonald's and they never go there. I do not believe that. I just do
I,
not believe it.
I think so. I think there's a lot of people that will never go to McDonald's. Like me, I'll never eat McDonald's. But I guess
Okay.
I guess I don't hate it enough to not let my kids eat it. I mean, they eat it, and I'm not gonna lie about it. They love it. So, anyways,
So does my son.
so
My son loves it.
I don't know why they like. I ain't gonna lie, the fries are probably bomb in the Coke, But I digress. So they're gonna go back to a lower price, sis, because come to find out, I don't even know the prices. Right, my wife spends it all, and to be honest, y'all, say what you want. I'm an old man. I hardly check the price, but I ain't gonna lie. Lately, I've been seeing the prices of things, and I'm like tripping out because man, it's right there in your face. But I don't know what the price of McDonald's cost. I don't know the cost really of fast food. My wife probably knows better than me. But sis, what are your thoughts about this? Do you know what it costs and what are the prices of McDonald's currently? Go ahead.
I don't. I don't go there often. And that's just. I mean, that's just being the truth because, since I have not been the greatest with my health, just really had to watch money and stuff like that. I never really went there. I won't lie. I went there every morning for an iced coffee and a sausage biscuit whenever I was working. That was my go-to every single morning. But I don't know how they're going to do that because, like, they're going to be taking a loss in California in those places that raised minimum wage. What was it, $20 an hour for fast food workers or something like that?
Well, what they had then was a bunch of robots and AI and stuff. So, shout out my boy Chicano Int, y'all. Check him out. He has a book. It's a testimony. Hey, send me the link, bro. I'll buy it quick. Shout out Clarissa Tokios on YouTube says, "What's up, Coconut? I'm here." Shout out my boy Liberty. Let's get speaking of that, sis. Keep that in mind. So, people that make your food, have you thought about this? I just posted this. This picture is going viral. Sis, you seen it? The guy in Wingstop,
Yes.
like all filthy, looks like he's cooking wings, y'all. And I said, would you eat here? People are like, man, I will still eat there, but this looks kind of gross, y'all. Your thoughts, sis? Go ahead.
So, Wingstop here in Florida, Rick Ross owns a whole lot of those, and there is one thing I like in there. It's like these little corn on the cob things, but their wings are so overpriced, and so I don't like it anyway. So probably I would not eat there. But that is like people are saying that's photoshopped. I'm not sure that it is. I'm not sure that
No,
that's
I
photoshopped.
don't think it's Photoshop. Me and shout out my boy Liberty Dragon. He's coming to Texas, y'all. We're gonna have a podcast going, and Christy might come to Texas one day too. But the point is, me and Lib and Christy to a certain degree, we are content creators, and I know how to Photoshop and whatever. And this to me does not look like a Photoshopped image. Look like he's in there, with the pan cooking the wings, and he looks freaking filthy. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Would y'all eat there? Yes or no? And I'll read your reaction live. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, no, I'm not crazy about their wings at all. They're very, very expensive.
We love Wingstop, sis. We love it. My
Do
daughter
you?
does. Yup.
Oh wow, maybe it's different there than it is. Maybe Texas, everything's bigger and better in Texas.
It's expensive. Don't get me wrong, it's expensive. And to be honest, you got to be in the mood to eat Wingstop because it's like greasy, it's real heavy. It's not really a meal, but man, you can get full on wings. Usually when the Cowboys play, shout out the Cowboys, America's team. When they play, we usually get wings and pizza, and we have our family get together here, me, my wife, and my kids, and we love Wingstop, and we probably eat it probably once a month, if not twice a month. Same thing with Texas Roadhouse and Chick-fil-A. That's probably once every 7-8 days probably, but we do like Wingstop. My daughter loves Wingstop, and I love the hot wings with the atomic sauce. I don't know anybody else they eat it like that, but I give me little sides of atomic. Dip my wings in it, dip my pinky in it, and eat it, and it is a hot sauce. Go ahead.
No, well, and maybe, like I said, maybe different franchises are better than others. I can tell you that I don't know if y'all have Wings and Rings there. Used to love B-Dubs, loved Buffalo Wild Wings until went to Wings and Rings. Absolutely love the owner of Wings and Rings and stuff like that. But Rick Ross needs to do something to up his quality at our.
Oh, he owns it. The one y'all are at.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The one that
I'm not gonna lie. My wife wanted us to open one We wanted to open one in the South Side, but to open a franchise, you need the money. Probably ain't the biggest issue, but you have to have meet certain qualifications, y'all. But it's hard to open a franchise. But man, the Wingstop in the South Side, Midland, Texas, it gets busy. I'm the man who chose violence today, y'all. He said, "What do you think's better, In-N-Out or Whataburger?" Yeah,
Oh,
y'all let me know in the
I love
comments.
them both. I love Whataburger.
Okay, let me know in the comments what y'all think is better. I ate In-N-Out one time, I think in Dallas, somewhere. I forgot, y'all. They don't have an In-N-Out in Midland, Texas. I think Whataburger is the best, compared to In-N-Out. So let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. I ate it one time, but I wasn't too impressed. But in Texas, we have a Whataburger. But I think Whataburger is probably across the United States. But I think Whataburger's
No, I had
better.
it in
Go
Texas.
ahead.
Is Nacogdoches, isn't that like the oldest city in Texas,
I
Nino?
don't know, sis. I don't know. Hold on, let me read this
I
comment
bet.
real quick. Hold on. Clarissa Torcio says, want to be Christian, yet the whites who brought Christianity to make slaves behave would have not let you in a church because of your brown native Indio color. Clarissa, what does that got to do with me? What day and age are you living in, ma'am? We're in
That ain't a
2024.
man.
I'm in 2024. I do business with white men. I love white people. I'm white. White lives matter, like it or not. I can identify as what I want to nowadays. But the point is, quit crying about what these mean colonizers did so long ago to the savage and brutal Indians. I thank God for the colonizers. I'm glad. Let me go ahead and take her comment off the screen because this might be a viral clip I might use later. I'm going to say it right now. I'm glad that the colonizers came to America and brought Christianity. I'm glad they ruled and conquered against any and all savages that practice paganism. And I'm grateful that they brought the King James Bible and they conquered the United States of America. And I live here.
Amen.
And I love it in America. God bless the USA. I don't give a flip about Israel. I don't give a flip about Mexico. And why should I? They did nothing for me. Mexico never did nothing for me. I don't even think about Mexico. Salute the people that live there. Salute the president. He's a Trumper, but I don't care about Mexico. My heritage, my roots are Texas and the United States of America, the greatest country in history. Let's go. Go ahead, sis.
Mike Oxmall said that Rick Ross owns all the wing stops.
No, he don't. I don't think he owns all of them. There's no way.
I think he only owns like 30 or something. I'm going to look.
That's still a lot, though. That's still a lot. What up,
Oh,
everybody?
yeah. I mean, that's a good way to invest money for sure. I'm looking.
Okay. Anyway, so here they are at Wingstop cooking the wings, y'all. So let us know what you think. And there it is. All right. And with that, what else was I gonna go to, sis? I'm on Twitter. I didn't want to hit the Twitter though. How much time we've been on here already? Oh, I need to eat my dinner. So here we are. Someone said, hold on, let's go to the comments now. Let's go to the comments. We got a lively bunch. If you want to call in, 432-217-0709. Don't make a comment, make a call. It says, Christian country, the most successful. Shout out Virginia. True. Straight up. Someone said, you stupid, bro. You stupid, bro. Okay. The blog says, F you. What does that mean?
You know who
Texas,
this is. You know who
Clarissa
these people
says,
are
Texas,
that are doing that.
Hold on, sis. Clarissa says Texas is Mexico. Chrissy, can you fact check that? Is that correct? We won. Texas won fair and square. Remember the Alamo? We kicked Mexico's rear end and we won fair and square. And that's all there is to it. To be honest, Mexico really messed up because they controlled a lot of land. And like losers, they lost the land. Simple as that. It ain't even throwing shots. It's the honest truth. There's spoils and riches in war. And, shout out the USA. We conquered. We beat them all. They couldn't beat us. And here we are in 2024 in the greatest country in history. Go ahead, sis.
Can I talk about Wingstop real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
He owns 30, but is trying to add more. Every store for Rick Ross has generated profit of about $200,000 per year annually, and he owns 30 of them, so that's a pretty good return. A $200,000 profit for each one of them. He is also expanding out and wants to his first Wingstop franchise was opened in Memphis and whole bunch in Florida, of course. But so it's owned by Rourke Group, the actual Wingstop. is, and then they started franchising out.
Mike Oxball, Nino. If I had that atomic hot sauce from Wingstop, my would be more on fire. Anyways, I ain't gonna read that. Golly.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So the whole Western Hemisphere was colonized. Yeah, that's true. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I love Wingstop. Rick Ross has been in the news lately. You know, he's getting into it. Ain't it weird though? Rick Ross, as successful as he is, all these rappers that talk crap about him, like he's like the butt of the joke for not just rappers but regular people. You know, he was a police officer or a corrections officer,
Uh-huh.
and they hold
Yeah.
that against him. You know, for I guess lying about being a thug or pushing weight, whatever. Right? He was basically a successful member of society, and he's ridiculed, sis. And I don't know how to think about Rick Ross. He hasn't really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't even know if he's a Christian or what. That's how I judge a man. What kind of conscience they push. I think he's a heathen. Who knows? But the point is,
Every day he's hustling.
Rick Ross, he made a name for himself. He made a lot of money, and he's not really respected, in my opinion, as far as the rappers go.
No.
But he is successful. You know, not just Wingstops. He probably owns a lot of property as well. And but yeah, the Wingstops. He was one of the first ones I remember that was pushing the Wingstop back in the day. And Wingstop is a mainstay nowadays. You know, it's basically everybody knows about Wingstop. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's worth $150 million.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, says he's a rapper, songwriter, entrepreneur, record executive, a producer, and CEO, which he is. He has his franchises of Wingstop, but I mean, people hate on everybody. You know what? Like, I think anybody that can do that kind of stuff. I mean, isn't that everybody's goal to like go from correction officer to $150 million net worth? I don't have anything bad to say about him. Like,
Texan
if
says he didn't get diddled.
that's true. I bet he did. But no, like and I did that fact check, and Christy, the producer, has found that to be false. That Texas and Mexico are not the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Clarissa, there you are. There's your fact check for you. Maybe you need to not be so ignorant and pick up a book and read it. That's not even his real name. Oh, yeah. Rick Ross's real name is not Rick. What's Rick Ross's name, sis? Find that out real quick.
I know. I used to know it.
Yeah, me too. It's not Larry Hoover. I'm stupid. I forgot the name. Anyways, but y'all, we thank everybody for being on the live right now.
William Leonard Roberts.
Okay, William. I'm just glad everybody's on here. I'm glad that we're on here because if y'all don't know, my computer messed up, y'all, and I rebooted everything, and man, we're back in high definition, and I'm just grateful to have my computer back, y'all. Shout out my wife, helped me clean up the studio and get everything reconnected. It's a hassle, y'all. You lose your hard drive, your computer messes up, man. If you especially if you don't know what you're doing, thank God I watched YouTube and I was able to hook up two computers and move files and figure out how to do it. I was able to fix my whole system, sis, but it's not. Not to toot my own horn, but I don't even know that much about computers, but I know enough to get me by, and I was able to fix my whole setup, sis. And I don't think the average person, can do that. Probably with the help of YouTube, maybe if you have the grit and determination, you can. But y'all dealing with computers is pretty tough still. Even though we live in 2024, it's still computers are pretty tough to work on, in my opinion. But not too bad. But for the average person that works every day and don't really mess with computers that much, it's still hard to work on computers, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Nothing. Just I agree. Yeah, that computer stuff had you completely stressed out, and I thought that I was going to choke you out that day. You were like, it was just so bad. And I'm glad you got it all figured out, and you are so good with that stuff. Like, you are so tech savvy. And I'm saying things like, just reboot it. Like, shut up, Chris.
Yeah.
It isn't just a reboot. But no, I'm glad that you got all that stuff. You're so good with that stuff. But
check us out on sorry to cut you off, sis, but I'm plugging the Instagram. We are on IG, y'all. Here's Nino America, my main page. We're on here. Me, Christy. This one kind of went viral, y'all. I talked about it the other day. Speaking of Drake, right? Yeah, I'm glad the music's not playing because it got that song. But this picture of Drake, did we talk about this the other day, y'all? But I posted this, and man, this thing got, I don't even know how many comments. I'm gonna go look it up right now. This thing went viral on my page. It's an old picture of Drake back in the day, and I just said, what kind of guy sits like this? It's very odd in my opinion, and it got 6,000 likes. 9,600 responses on the poll I put up, and I don't even know how many comments, y'all. How do I look at the comments? This thing went viral, and they keep commenting every day. I'm getting notification on this picture, y'all. It's pretty wild. Drake back in the
Oh yeah,
day,
that one. Yeah, that picture is crazy. Some of those comments in there are savage too.
savagery at its finest. But there's that one. What else posted I have here, y'all? Go through the. Oh, this is pretty interesting, y'all. Dope House. Someone from Dope House wrote me a very snarky message, kind of threatening me, and says we need to do our video about SPM writing up the parole
We
board
have
to
to.
deny his parole. But I get messages all the time in my DMs, threats of violence. That's why I really don't pay no mind when someone comes on here and trolls me. I'm in Southside Midland, Texas. I've been here all my life. I'm not afraid of nothing or no one but God. But the point is, I get threats all the time. And this Dope House profile is telling me that Dope House said for me to shut up. If you don't know who Dope House is, Dope House Records is a rap
Make me.
is a rap rap record label, and SPM, the convicted chomo, is their main guy, and he's in prison currently in the TDC. And me and Christy, shout out Lazy Dub, that's the homie. We made videos and content, exposing this pervert. He's up for parole in October of this year, and Dope House is sending me these messages to shut my mouth. But you ain't gonna shut me up. That's all I gotta say about it. Go ahead, sis.
You can contact the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles, BPP, by email and it's all listed for you in the comments right here. And I'm going to post it on every live that we do. I've got mine 75% completed. I am sending it by email every week. And yeah, they'll just have a whole lot by the time that his, supposable parole date is. But absolutely, he does not need to be released. Anybody that harms any child needs to do their full sentence.
I don't care who you are. And I've been kind of staying out the local rapper, the local, people in Midland. I've been staying out their drama. I'm gonna be honest. If you're trying to be a rapper and you're already like 30 plus, I would say hang it up already. And yeah, I have a couple rap songs put up here and there that I might drop. I have Abortion is Murder, AIM, but I'm an oil man. I already done made it in life. I got plenty of money. But the point is, there's just people in life that they're just stuck on these crazy goals of making it in the rap industry, especially grown men, even from my city, and it's pretty pathetic, to be honest. If you like doing that, go ahead. But to be honest, you should be making money and providing for your family. But I digress. The point is, most people are not going to make it in the rap game, because we spoke about it on the last live. In order to get very successful and to make it, you have to sell your soul. Okay. And for lack of better words, what that means is bend over for the you-know-who's, right? Certain people that run the whole world, the entertainment industry of all things, Hollywood, Hollyweird, and the music industry, they're all in cahoots together. And usually, for the most part, people like Drake and all these other, famous people, everybody has talent. It ain't like Drake has more talent than the next guy. The thing is, once you're selected and you're projected, you're taken up there for a reason. You're a puppet. And I'm not gonna lie, I seen a video of Drake when he was a little boy. He's Jewish. He's dancing at a bar mitzvah, and he's a little boy, y'all. And I would say maybe this dude was groomed from a early age, sis, to be who he is now, sis. I don't think it's too far-fetched to see these videos of him from then till now. Go ahead.
Did you see the video that I sent you of Drake and Justin Bieber singing that song back and forth to each other?
Nope.
At a young age? Wow. I'll have to get that to you, and we'll have to do a live on that, because I really want to, and I know we're running out of time right now, but I really want to do a live. And, my family already hates me, so it doesn't matter. I want to talk about Drake's bodyguard getting shot and all of the inconsistencies with all of the facts and all of the stories and all of that. Like, I have some really good details about this and want to talk about it. So we need to do some more on this Drake Kendrick Lamar thing. My personal opinion, Nino, on it that I'm going to say is, I think it was all a business deal. I think that they did this to get streams and all of that. I think you have people that are loyal fans to Drake and to Kendrick Lamar, that, like SPM has, that will go out and do stupid things for their loyalty to a fan or to a rapper or whoever. And his bodyguard that was shot, is still, I think, in serious condition and stuff like that. And but there's just so many inconsistencies to the story, and I just really like would love to delve into that, whenever we can.
Okay, 10-4. Uh, we need to drop a video, or we do a live on that one, sis. You think, or what?
Yeah, I
So,
think we definitely
sis,
need to do. Yeah,
when did you come to
I
this
mean, either
realization? When did you come to this realization?
the night that it happened. So I read, it was crazy, Nino. So I read through like 6 different news media reports. Here's the thing. So it was outside of Drake's Toronto mansion, which has security fences 2 times larger than what the city grants permissible. So he had to get special permits to have these gates this high. It says it happened right out in front of his house. And but then another one says that he was only like another outlet says no, it happened around the corner. Another outlet says that the bodyguard was only shot in the arm, where another one says he had multiple gunshots, one including one to the chest, and was in surgery. One says Drake was home, the other one says Drake wasn't home, but within 12 hours had already put out statements saying that Kendrick Lamar was in no way considered a suspect in any of this. It was just all so fishy, and like I really have the details of this down and would love to do like a live or a video of it. It's
Wow,
crazy. It's
interesting.
just absolutely
Sis,
crazy.
so you think this is all fake?
I do think it's fake. I think it's
Did,
absolutely a
sis,
business deal.
didn't I say the other day that I didn't believe this part? That I thought I had said that, right? This is probably all like, or I said that probably could be all fake just to drive up the numbers. All of this
Yeah, yep.
stuff.
Yep. I think it was a business deal. I
Wow.
think maybe people started really getting into their feelings and took it too far with like the PDF um stuff that was said on Not Like Us and stuff like that. And maybe like some real maybe beef started happening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of my family members will eventually like talk to me and I'll find out exactly, but can't right now. But I absolutely think that it started off to get streams and all that. That's how they make their money. You don't go out to no pun intended. You don't go out to Coconuts and buy a CD anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so they rely on these streams and these clicks and these views and all of that stuff, and they were getting them huge. So yeah, I think it was a business deal.
Okay. Hey, with that, y'all, we thank y'all. We're going to go ahead and end the stream right now. God bless y'all. Thanks for checking us out. Chrissy, thank you for your time. Shout out Liberty Dragon in the chat, y'all. I can't wait to come to Texas. We're going to finish that Trump video game, get it out there, and we're going to have our podcast and go from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for checking out the live. Check out the live with Roxy we did yesterday. It was amazing. God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. And with that, Chrissy, thank you. We're out.
You are welcome.
Later.